the St. Cloud branch of the Osceola Library System. Thank you for joining us today for our live, oh boy, let's see here. Imagine your story, Jack and the Beanstalk. Are you ready to get started today? I think I am. All right, let's see here. You can follow along with me if you have picked up your activity pack at the library. It's a little baggie with our activity, and then there's some beans inside that you can plant along with me later, okay? And our story today is going to be, trust me, Jack Beanstalk stinks. You think so? Yeah? All right, so one more thing. Make sure you let me know how many people are participating today by putting the number into the chat box for me, okay? So trust me, Jack, Beanstalk stink. People think it's easy being a giant. You get to be rotten, grumpy, and loud. You're big and tough. You have gobs of treasure. And nobody, and I mean nobody, tells you how to behave. Giant life is no picnic, though. It's hard to find shoes that fit. My knees hurt from the weight of my huge body, and I'm always hungry. Always. But the worst thing? Those pesky humans. Humans are part of a balanced giant's breakfast, but when you're not eating them, they're a real pain. Sometimes they laugh at me behind my back. They call me Stinky and Fatso. That ringing my doorbell and running away. Ha ha ha. Really funny. This boy named Jack was extra bold. He came in and was a thief. He came up through the clouds one day while I was out gathering a small breakfast. He tricked my wife into feeding him, then hid inside my house. I mean it, come on. Would he hide inside a human's house? That's a crime where you are. Well, he didn't trick me. I could smell him. He smelled delicious. Maybe you can smell that kitty casserole from supper last night, his wife said. Fee, fi, fo, fum, I said. In giant, you know what? That means go on home now. I promise I won't eat you. But he stayed in his hiding place, that little stinky rat. After breakfast, I took a nap, like I always do. Eating makes me so tired. And when I did, Jack stole a bag of gold. Human, nutritious, and sneaky. Sometime later, Jack came back again and again, and he tricked my wife into letting him inside. When I came home from picking up a light breakfast, I could smell him. I knew who it was. Maybe you can still smell that little dude stew from supper last night, his wife said. Fee, fi, fo, fum, I yelled. This can also mean, hey, give me back my gold and we'll call it even. I definitely won't eat you. But he never did come out. Just like before, I ate my meal and tried to forget about Jack. I relaxed with my goose, the one that lays the nice golden eggs. Soon I took a little snooze. Of course, that pesky boy couldn't let a guy rest. You know what he did? He stole my goose. The lousy, no good, miserable thief. He stole my goose. The last time Jack came around, I called out, fee, fi, fo, fum. This can even mean, darn it, I'm really angry now. My wife and I searched but couldn't find him. I kept looking, but soon I got hungry. Big surprise for a giant. And after breakfast, I enjoyed some lovely music. My golden harp sang to me, and the sound was even sweeter than boy berry pie. I rested my eyes a bit, and I finally forgot about Jack. The next thing you know, my harp is calling, Master! Master! And Jack was running off with it, and I thundered after. I almost caught up to them, too, but they disappeared into the clouds. And there it was, a big beanstalk. Jack was climbing down it. Well, I'm a smart guy. I know a dangerous thing when I see it. I didn't want to go there. No way. But then I heard my heart call out again. So down I went. Down, down, and then that stalk was wobbly, but I kept going. The beanstalk shook once, twice, and then toppled over. Jack had chopped it up with an axe. I fell and I broke my crown. That's an old-fashioned way of saying I whacked my head real good. Even if you're big, tough giant, that really hurts. And everybody's staring too. My wife said I should forget about Jack. But you know what? Sometimes I still look through that hole in the clouds. Jack and his mother got rich selling golden eggs. They fattened up very nicely. And he got married. My golden harp sang at the wedding. It was such a lovely party. I tell you one thing. Someday, when my crown feels better, I'm going to go down there and I'm going to get my stuff back. And maybe while I'm there, I'll just grab some lunch too while I'm there too. Oh, I hope you guys liked my story of Jack and the Beanstalk. It's a little twisted version of Jack and the Beanstalk where it's told from Jack's, not quite side, but how the giant felt about everything that happened. All right. Oh, look, I see more people have joined us. And we would love to know how many people are watching today. So please be sure to let us know how many is watching with you by putting the number down in the chat box for me, all right? So we're going to go on to the next part of our fun activity. Oh, there's that stinky Jack. He's stealing stuff again. So we're going to, let me come around here. Are you guys ready? Yeah. We are going to plant some magic beans. Yes. There is my showing, and then here is my pot. All right, let me speak up a little bit louder so you guys can hear me really good, all right? So in your packet, remember, there was some beans, so make sure you grab your beans. You can either plant them in a magic pot, or you can plant them outside in the ground, because these grow really well here in Florida. So you need to put some dirt in your pot and grab your beans. I've got a whole handful here. A lot of magic beans because I needed a handful. And once you put your dirt in your pot, you're going to poke little holes in your dirt. And then you're going to drop one bean at a time. Wow, you hear them clinking in there? Into your pot of dirt. And after you dump them all in, you're going to have to sprinkle a little bit of water today, a little bit of water tomorrow, and every day after that. Now, if you're outside, if it rains, you should be good. But if not, make sure you sprinkle a bit of water. And in about a week or so, they're going to grow and continue growing until they get about 9 feet tall or higher. And you're going to start growing beans on top of your beanstalk right there. Yeah, I planted mine about 2 weeks ago. Look how big it is. I'm hoping when I get to that big castle in the sky, there's no giant there. All right. And for our second activity, this is the bonus one, you guys, remember? If you don't have your towel with you, that's okay. You need a white towel or a light colored towel. You can have a new one or a used one. And you're going to put today's story on it. You're going to put a beanstalk down the side. Let me cover myself up here. Can you guys see that really well? Yeah. And you can use green markers. You can use brown markers. You can use paint that you make with your hands to put handprints on to make your beanstalk. And then in the middle of your towel, you're going to put Imagine Your Story. Now, in place of your, you can always put your name, so it could be Imagine Jack's Story, Or imagine Miss Crystal's story. But in this one, I put imagine your story, but that's what you need to do. And every time you and I come together, we're going to add more onto our story. Like next time, I think we're going to add Beauty and the Beast to it. So be sure to stay tuned and get your towel.